5-star and T-Bone up in here. Let's get this party started.
Oh, we the big easy mafia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we the big easy mafia. Oh, we the big easy mafia. Oh, we the big easy mafia. Stand up, get crunk, make noise. About to go down for a black and gold boy. We ready, jam tight, no bluff. Saints are locked the winter ring, got a handcuff. Beating down your block, Crescent City cloth in the air. Ask me if I'm a fan, I said hell yeah. Big Easy Mafia is what I be.
What's up? Welcome to another edition of Down South Sports Fanatic. Man, we got a good show tonight, and we got all the boys in the house. So without further ado, I'm going to bring the guys in to join me. We got to have the voice himself, the voice of reason. What's up, Dave Robin?
Hey, what's up, guys? I apologize for the way I sound. I got a little bit of a cold, but it's all good. I got these tissues I stole from an Alabama fan, so I'll be good for the show, man.
And listen, since you got a voice, you got to have the hard truth. We got him, the Paris prisoner. What's up, Mr. Pancho Gonzalez?
Man, to who that winning weekend coming, bro? We about to go 1-0. What about that, bro?
Oh my God. Well,
1-0.
let's get the coach's opinion on that. We got one. What's up, Coach Shane?
Well, it's hard to follow that lie that I've just heard. So, what's going on, fellas?
What's up? And of course, we got another coach, the defensive mind himself, the Paris boy. What's up, Coach Darren?
What's up? Sorry about Pancho lying to y'all.
Wait,
that ain't
wait,
cool.
I didn't. I didn't say who.
This take is worse than the Jameis Winston is our future take, man. What's up with that, bro?
Yeah, you lie for sure.
Look, Darren and Shane will tell you, man, you have to go into the game knowing you have to win this game. So
No, they don't want telling you a liar.
Come on, man. We got to buck them up, man. Come on.
Hey, listen, if we're gonna win a game, it might be this. Besides that, we in trouble.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one little story. Kevin O'Brien, the Tennessee basketball coach, who was in the playoffs in the Superdome when I was a kid, and I asked him if he was gonna win. He said we absolutely don't have a chance to win this game, and that was a head coach of the Tennessee Volunteers. He told me that straight up.
I love it, man.
I said, "You got that attitude?" He said, "We ain't got a chance." I said, "All right,
no chance."
That's when they played Marcus Bullitt and them.
Who were they playing?
Marcus Bullitt and Dante Jones, way back in the gap.
Hey,
Mississippi State.
Hey, that's what. Okay. Hey, Pancho, they felt this summertime when they was playing us, Shane and them.
I got you, man. I mean, you got to go in there with some kind of hope, man.
You know that's right.
They tried to,
fellas, without further ado, let's talk about it. The big game is this Sunday in the Superdome. I know everybody's hyped and ready for it. Dave, we're gonna lead off with you with your thoughts, what you're looking forward to. Spencer Rattler being a starter. What's up?
All right, so I'll start with the Cardinals a little bit. I'll be brief. I think you're going to get to obviously a mobile quarterback with Kyler Murray, got a veteran running back with James Conner, but you have big physical targets to me. And the guy that's the key of this game is stopping Trey McBride. I mean, he's already one of the best tight ends in the league. You got Marvin Harrison Jr., Michael Wilson. All these guys are like 6'3" on up. So the pressure's on that defensive backfield. But you have to come up, Shane and Darren, you have to come up with a defensive scheme to try to limit that guy, because to me, I think he could single-handedly beat you on that side of the ball. Spencer Rattler, he's going to get a lot of different looks. He's got some veterans up front to deal with on that Arizona defensive line. Josh Sweat's over there now. So, he's got to get rid of the ball quickly, no holding the football. I don't think you can force things downfield with a guy like Budda Baker in that back end. So, take care of the football. Don't hold it too long. And defense, just pray that you could hold Trey McBride to a respectable game and not let this guy go off.
Go ahead, Darren.
Well, we're not going 0-16 like Steven said. But look, the defensive coach lets their best player beat them. He should be fired immediately. So me and Shane, we talk every day pretty much, but during game we talk plenty. If the tight end and running back, whoever, that's their player, we might lose a game, but we're not going to lose because of him.
Yes.
There's no way that you can do that. And let me tell you something. The Saints defense is better than what people give them credit for. But the problem I see is that the quarterback situation, of course, is definitely a problem. And then, our our wide receivers, bro, we got injury problems. These dudes, week 3, we might not have a starter that's starting this
That's
weekend.
true. That's true. Look, we want to welcome in Chuck, Steven, Shawnee, D, man. Thank y'all for joining us. Coach Shane, what's your thoughts, brother?
Appreciate y'all.
I think the biggest question for me that has to be answered for the Saints to win the game is going to be the front, the offensive line. You know, we say like Dave said, Spencer has to get rid of the ball. He can't hold it forever. The problem that I see happening here is the Cardinals' defensive front is going to be bringing pressure, knowing that offensive line of the Saints is not the greatest. It's not the they haven't had that full game experience. 6-7 games into the season together as a unit, but they have to block well. That's what it comes down to for me. You get Spencer, if you get Spencer rattled, but get him outside the pocket a little bit, he can do some things with his legs and stuff like that. But the longer he holds on to that ball, it increases the opportunity and chance of turnovers. And I think that's the key betting line.
Yeah.
It's not the win-loss this week. It's the over 0.5 interceptions for Spencer Rattler. That's
Pancho, we know you're gonna be in that Superdome represent, man. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, man. We definitely not gonna strike the Jaden Daniels, gold that the Commanders picked. You're not striking any kind of rookie gold at the quarterback position. Nothing's gonna happen that's gonna be mind-blowing. What you're looking for right now is just a QB that hopefully can lead you somewhere positive in the future. Is Rattler that guy? To me, the eye test, he has the capabilities if they keep it simple and let him get his confidence, 5 to 10 yard passes and kind of establish that first. But the problem you got Olave, Shaheed, and then you got Brandon Cooks. Well, Cooks and Shaheed, your burners. So I mean, I think we needed more possession receivers per se to I don't see a lot of down the field happening here, man. I can't see the timing being there. I mean, Shane would tell you if you ain't got time to throw the deep ball, you can't throw it, right?
No, that's facts. And then whenever you do have a little time, you can't throw the defense back into the play. So I mean, it's gonna come down to those few plays that dictate a game a lot of times. Like you said, you got Shaheed right there that can run. He's a burner. He can take it, 80 yards down the field without getting touched. But is Spencer going to have that time to be able to get him the ball?
Right.
Yeah, if it's quick outs or your screen plays or something like that, you try to make things happen. And try to Darren tell you always try to stretch the defense somewhat. Because right now I just see them teeing off, man. I don't see anybody scared of what we have on the O line and in the backfield. I don't, offensive backfield.
Hey, listen. A lot of people are sleeping on the O-line, all right? I think our problem lies in the quarterback and the wide receivers, man. That's where I think we lie. And in the next year or two, because we're going to have to get us a quarterback, whether it's going to be Nutt, whether it's going to be the kid from Clemson, even a bad game. One bad game doesn't, that don't prove anything. But I think our offensive line is going to be solidified this year, especially with us drafting Banks. And look, Alvin Kamara might be 30 years old, but we play fantasy here, which means we know some stats. He's still a top 5 overall running back, man, as far as catching the ball, running the ball. I mean, I'm talking about out the backfield. He can do a lot of things, Then, I mean, Miller looks like he's going to be ready to go too. You got the rookie. So, listen, I think Rattler's key, to be honest with you. I really wish we'd have gave Deeks a better chance. I think
Darren,
he had a chance to do something.
Darren, you hit on something real quick. I think you hit on something with the running backs. I mean, to me, you talked about Kendre Miller. I think that's the way you take the pressure off of Rattler as much as anything. We talk about the O-line being a little bit inconsistent, problems at the guard spot. I think if you get Kendre Miller and Alvin Kamara going, I think that makes the play action there. I think it builds a screen here and there. You got to start bringing those safeties up a little bit.
Sean not playing. He's going to probably miss the next couple of games. Taysom Hill. So.
And we need Taysom Hill if we're going to win games. I mean, but
yeah, I agree.
I don't care what anybody says. I think that guy
again, I'm going into this
himself.
game with the vision of hopefully that we can see something out of Rattler one way or the other. Because if he's going to pass, he's going to pass the eye test or he's not. And at that point in time, I mean, you might go to game 2 or 3 if he's not performing or getting us anywhere. Shock is going to come through, and if hopefully you try to see that through. You did pick him up in the second round, so you're hopefully not trying to get to the first round quarterback next year when you went first round, second round this year. So hopefully one of them pan out. But man, the O line has to stay healthy at the end of the day. They're getting hurt.
Shane,
Shane,
talking about the decision with the quarterback. What do you think, What do you think really was the end conclusion for Kellen Moore between Chuck and Rattler?
I think the familiarity with the offense for Rattler coming into the game. He started with these guys last year. Give him the opportunity to show why he shouldn't be there or why he should. He was there in the entire system last year. Obviously, he knows the guys. He has some camaraderie with them. He's got that connection. And besides that, like I said, he was a draft pick for the Saints last year, and let him get out there and show it, because it's either going to go one way or the other. It's going to go great or it's going to go down the drain. Really, I think the key for the Saints in this game is Alvin Kamara getting 17 plus touches, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
What you think about that comment from Lance, Darren?
Listen, did anybody watch that kid last year?
Who we talking about?
Sellers.
I mean, listen, he had 2,500 yards last year.
Yeah.
Listen, my guy, we had a guy play 5 games this year, or 4 games, and almost have that. So 2,500 yards, yeah, the kid's good and stuff like that, but he's not even a top 4 quarterback right now in college.
And then we can move on. But
I have one question for Shane about something. So Shane, if as a professional program, you draft a quarterback as high as second in a round, and you are looking forward to drafting a quarterback next year in the first round, are you failing as an organization if you go on that route?
Not necessarily. You take a quarterback in the second round this year because you see the team, you see what you have, and just in case Spencer Rattler goes out there and doesn't perform well, now you give your second round pick an opportunity, a chance to get out there and show something. And then look, at the end of the season, you look back at it and review and say, hey, look, we got a top 5 pick. There's a quarterback we can't pass on. We're going to bring him in. Or, he does well, and, you go a different route to get him some weapons.
What does that say to you second round? Go find another job?
That he sucks and he's
go find another job?
I mean, if it would come down, for me, it would be, if I went to that second round pick during the season, it would be Rattler going to find another job.
Let me ask you. That was going to be my next question, and I just want a yes or no, not an explanation or anything from each one of you. If I ask you today, and I'll go to each one of you. If I ask you today, is the future Saints and the quarterback in the building? Dave, what would you say?
I can't say yes or no, but I'm going to keep it quick. I'm going to say possibly, and I think it's the guy who's not playing right now.
Pancho?
No.
I would hope so. At this point, I would hope so, but probably not.
Darren?
Absolutely not.
Shane?
No.
Good. Well, that answers that. So
and look, Richie, it's a hard answer. I mean, I think any one of us could be right. I mean, what I'm saying? We don't know. I mean, it's like, but I could see the pessimistic approach from all my guys here. You know what I'm saying? I get criticized for being pessimistic about Rattler. I'm not there like I was with Jameis when I knew he wasn't the option after watching him for 5 years in Tampa fail. Rattler has a less of a, we got less to go on. But
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be.
Been great.
It's gonna be great to see Rattler with ones and full-time ones, and hopefully can establish something with him.
Yeah, I mean, but to me, like in this receiving core, guys, I know Richie, I know you got something to go to real quick, but I'm just saying, do we even know, like, do we understand the dynamic of our receiving core right now? Like, who's the real alpha? Who's the stretch guy? Who's the possession guy? I think it's all over the freaking place, honestly.
Nah, you kind of know that, man. You kind of know that. Listen,
I mean, but who's the main guy in this receiving core?
Olave's your possession guy. When you're trying to stretch the field, it's Reed. I mean, listen to me, bro. I mean, that's real simple.
But Darren,
the problem
would
with
Olave
it is,
be a possession guy with all the drops that he has and his fear to go over the middle?
Does Olave have the balls across the middle to get his ass cracked a couple of times?
Right.
That's what we got to figure out.
Right.
I agree.
Right.
I mean, and Vele coming in, it was with the height guy, so hopefully he can turn into something. Deshaun and the Mickey connection, strikes again. So I can see JT Gray probably going there next week or this week, man.
He's in
So
Baltimore.
he's in Baltimore.
He
So
landed a hell of a job, man. He went
So,
from
so
like
my
the
Yeah,
shit
I
house
say
to
I'm
the
about to say
mansion,
he's in
basically.
Baltimore.
no.
so my next question is, fellas, we haven't seen Alvin Kamara that much this preseason. I get it. Trust me.
Right.
Y'all think he's primed and ready for a good season?
Yeah, I think we'll see what he did last year, somewhere around those lines. I think Kendra Miller or Devin Neal, somebody's going to get a little bit of a load at some point. Let's hope Kendra or one of those guys kind of takes the keys because Alvin's not going to be around forever.
I got a quick question.
Yep.
How fast do these veterans get discouraged if these games start to go downhill real fast?
Yeah.
I don't know if they get discouraged. They still get a check.
No, I
Right.
get it, but AK
He
to
still
me
gets to
seems
hop in
like
a
a swag
Maserati
guy.
after
He
the
kind of
game and
goes with
go
the
get
vibe.
the $80 steak. Yeah.
I can't. I mean, how when you 1-6 or 1-8 or 2-9, how do you as the check is a motivation at the end of the day, but winning is where it's at,
Well,
right?
to me, why would you re-up here if you had you knew this wasn't going to be a
Yeah,
championship
bro, listen to
situation?
me. Winning isn't everything, bro, to these guys anymore.
Right.
That's why college is going to be down here in the next couple of years because when you're getting I threw 3 interceptions and 1 touchdown and we lost by. Okay, I still got $6 million this
So,
year.
Dave,
So,
Darren, I asked Dave this question a while back, and Dave, I think you remember.
Mhm.
If you ask the average athlete if you ask the actual or pro in the NFL, if I can guarantee you $100 million, or I can guarantee you a Super Bowl, which do you think they taking?
Probably the money.
depends on what part of the career they're in.
Yeah, good call.
I don't think it.
You get
If
what
you
I'm
got
saying?
your
So,
money
like-
and you're set for life, then
Right.
everybody wants that championship.
I
you know?
said in the beginning, right in the beginning.
Wait, listen. I'm talking our Saints thing, but let's give a little shout out to over here. What you think about your Raiders this week coming up here, Shane?
Hey, look, I just want to touch on something real quick before I go to there. Banks made a great comment. I don't know if you guys seen it. He says, y'all not know we're under a whole new system. This is not the Dennis Allen team. 100% he's correct. And the one thing I want to say to that, though, is for Saints fans, it generally takes about 2 to maybe 3 years for that new coach to get his guys to be in the building,
Yeah.
to be able to run his system. So
Shane, let me ask you this real quick before we go on.
Yeah.
To me, you said what I didn't see the comment because, dude, I'm like squinting as it is. But that's a great comment. And I want fans to be on board. I mean, if we go out and get smoked, like you said, it takes a while. I think we were spoiled from Drew Brees. We were spoiled from Sean Payton. What happened in 2006 does not happen every day. What happened with the Commanders this past season, like Pancho alluded to earlier about the gold with Jaden Daniels, that doesn't happen. So if Kellen Moore, if we go get our asses kicked, we can't say, oh, it's a failure and this and that. We can't have that overreaction week 1 because it's going to take time to get this thing. This is an audition year. We've said it 100 times on this show. Nothing's going to be solved probably in the first few weeks of the season. It's going to be an ongoing process to see what this team is going forward.
The bad thing is,
agree.
if your quarterback is not in the building, so you're already a year behind then, if that's what we agree into. If there's not a QB in the building that's going to be our future, so we already start behind the 8 ball. All right. So how many true years is you really going to?
How did it work so fast for Washington?
Because they got Jaden Daniels. We drafted Shout.
So the Saints draft Jaden Daniels. We the same predicament.
Hey, bro, they got lucky, bro. Come on, man. They got lucky. You're going to see this year because
CJ Stroud.
remember that sophomore slump sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
look, the league's too smart. I mean, these coaches make adjustments.
Let's
get back to
I mean,
Shane.
again, my
Let's get back to
argument was if the quarterback is not in the building, then we're more than 2 to 3 years out. We're like 4 to 5 years if we don't have the quarterback in the house yet.
And I think you blame Loomis for a lot of this too, because this roster's been so shittily put together for the past few years. I mean, look at San Francisco. San Francisco had Trey Lance, absolute bust. They had Garoppolo. They had all these guys that didn't work out. Brock Purdy steps in, a 7th-round pick. Success right away. You know why? Because the ship was there. The team was there. They had a roster. We've done a horrible job of constructing a roster the past few years. So, look, just hope to me, let's hope guys look good this year. I don't care so much about wins and losses. I want to see some guys mature and grow as players because I think you got to have the roster a little bit there. It isn't always a Jaden Daniels or CJ Stroud situation or Joe Burrow. I like to have the roster there before the quarterback. That's just my way of thinking.
Well, Shane, let's talk about Shane. Let Shane talk about.
Hold on 1 second, Richie. Listen to me. Think about this real quick, though. All right, and then I'll leave it alone, bro. We're getting young at almost every position. Our offensive younger, our defensive line, we got a couple young guys. Linebackers are younger. Our cornerbacks are getting younger. We just now got a receiver bitching about from Denver for a fourth round in the seventh, which ain't shit if he pans out.
Right.
Okay. So we're getting younger. So next year, if things go the way we wanted to, and we do draft a quarterback in the first round, it's kind of a bit of appeasing to him to know that he ain't gonna get his shit knocked off every single play because the offensive line is doing their job. And let's not forget about the undrafted free agent that we picked up on the offensive and killing shit too.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, we don't have a young receiver to even hang a hat on. Olave.
We don't?
Olave, I mean, he's a hit away. You got Shaheed, which is gonna come up to a contract year next year. And then
No. Stop saying that. We're young right now. You can't say what's gonna happen in the future because we might get rid of his ass. He's young right now. We got the kid from Denver who's young, who's 6'4", who can jump out the gym. We got some young pieces around us. What I'm
saying. Vele, the problem with Vele is he's like 28 years old.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, my question is this: Shane just said it. If that's the case, then why Kellen Moore didn't start the process of bringing his guys in right now?
Should have. He should have
started. Wait, what you mean, Rich?
Oh, you should have got rid of Taysom Hill. Sorry.
No, I mean, to me, I don't think. Look, to me, why bring back Juwan? Why extend? This guy? Why bring back Tyrann Mathieu? Why bring back? I mean, Cesar Ruiz is one of the worst contracts on the team, but you stuck with him because of the way the contract's structured. I mean, dude, it's been a series of shit.
Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. I'll give you a perfect example. Shane's team, who he's about to talk about, has a new coach and new leadership over there. Guess what? Pete Carroll's starting. He brought his own guys in already.
Yeah. Well, I think the cap situation is a lot different. I think Tom Brady being there, I think helps them. I mean, Shane, look, I love what the Raiders are doing. But, I mean, to me, you got to clear your cap sheet. You got to draft well. If you're just trying to, take shots in free agency and you just keep extending guys deep into their 30s, you're just dragging out the inevitable of being a shitty team, which we've been the past couple of years and which we're probably going to be this year.
To me, we went back to this I think AK should have got traded. I think DeMario should have got traded. You shouldn't have read up on Cam. Yeah. All those older guys, the Justin Reed, which is, again, he's going to solidify, but you're not going to the playoffs. Yeah. You're not going to the Super Bowl in the next 3 years. So you're throwing all this money out there to be below average. Listen, you're below average.
We just said about money. We just said about money or Super Bowl. You're not going to sit there and tell me that Justin Reed didn't come to New Orleans Saints because of the money.
Oh yeah, I'm saying you invest in a young guy there. I mean, you're paying Justin Reed there to do what? I mean,
so Shane, listen. So Shane, what's the difference between the Raiders rebuilding and why didn't the Saints go the same route with your Raiders?
I think you have a coach with a veteran mentality, and he knows what it takes to win games from a head coaching position. You got Kellen Moore, who's a first-time head coach, and he's going to learn that. That's the biggest difference, if you ask me personally. I mean, one's 75 years old, the other one's 40 or 35, whatever it is.
All right. So Shane, where's your team at right now, man? Give us a few updates. Anything you hear, and what's up?
Well, we're going into New England this week and going to play them up there at Foxborough. And is it Gillette? My bad. I said Foxborough. But we're going up there, man. I think it's pretty evident. Offensively, it's Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty's team. Geno Smith is a capable quarterback. I was glad we brought him in. We got him in on what, in my opinion, is a good deal. Offensive line is actually pretty decent with the Raiders and getting better. Defensively, there's some question marks. Of course, you got Max Crosby coming off the edge and stuff like that. But I mean, offensively, we have to move the ball. And I think the way Pete Carroll's going to run that team is the same way he's ran every other team. He's going to take what you give him. He's going to run the ball. I think Ashton Genty gets 300 plus touches this year, and it's going to be a lot of knockout, drag out type games for the Raiders. But can we win the close ones?
Shane, send him a memo. Say run the ball from 1 yard out. All right, don't throw the ball.
Listen, if we get to that position where it's in the Super Bowl,
you run it in. Yeah, you're not throwing it.
I don't give a damn, bro. I'm probably drunk by that play.
Talking about that decision, I want to jump off baseball a little bit. We'll get back to the Saints because we can't just talk about them all night. I get it. We're doing it. By the way, thank everybody for joining us over on Big Easy Mafia. Y'all can't see it, but there's a boatload of people over there, man. Thank y'all.
Awesome.
Who that?
What happened Monday night with Belichick? That was an absolute embarrassment. Do y'all think, and this is just my opinion, y'all make it quick, do y'all think that Belichick's a little bit overrated as a head coach?
No, not at all. I think it takes time, man. I think it takes time. Any new program or team,
It's the whole Deion effect. It takes time to get the 3, the 4, and the 5 stars guys to come to you. Again, you're playing with the 1 and 2 stars and some 3 stars at North Carolina and Colorado back in the day. Now, hopefully, the stardom coming in town will start bringing them. They're calling it professional university, pretty much. He's telling he's going to breed these guys for the NFL. So I mean. Again, Bill Belichick is bringing guys to the yard to coach.
Darren, what you think?
Bro, they got backups for backups, bro. Like, do you realize who they put in
keep making excuses, dude.
He's got 70 new guys.
Listen to me. One, he just got the goddamn team, bro. That's terrible. And look, Max is their backup quarterback who played for LSU. He probably natty with us. I mean, good grief.
No, Darren, you're right. It takes time. I mean, look, LSU fans wanted to set Brian Kelly on fire the past 3 seasons.
So Shane, what's your thoughts? Shane, you a coach, what?
Personally, I think Bill Belichick is over his head on the college level. I think Bill Belichick is a phenomenal NFL coach. But I don't think he's going to have a success in the college.
I'm not just saying this because you answering it because you there, Shane.
Yeah.
And listen, I want y'all to be honest. Me, honestly, I think Pete Carroll's a better head coach than Bill Belichick.
No,
Pete Carroll's a hell of a coach. I'm not.
Yeah,
he's won at every single level of his career as coaching.
I mean, we got to give Belichick time, though. I mean,
hold on. I got a question because I kind of agree with Richie because here's the deal. What he did in Cleveland, shit. What he did in New England before Tom Brady, shit. You had one of the greatest, if not the greatest quarterback of all time leading your team, bro.
I mean, look, he was good. Look, I mean, New England was
what he did after Brady,
before Brady.
Shit, and then he got the hell out of
And who won the Super Bowl without him?
No, I mean, look, I don't doubt. I'm not saying, but to me, it's like we can't overreact on week 1. I think everybody's going to do that in the NFL. Everybody wants to say Arch is a bust after 1 week, which is absolutely.
But Dave, why didn't he succeed in New England after Brady?
Because not everybody's not Phil Jackson, bro. Everybody's not Phil Jackson. They can't
show, man.
What do you mean everybody's not Phil Jackson?
Wait, say it again.
Just Phil Jackson wins wherever he goes, man.
No, but Phil wins with superstars too.
Shane, I'm not saying win a Super Bowl, but Jesus, he was.
I get what you're saying. You 1 year in again. So Deion won at the high school level. He went to college.
Okay, I'll give you.
Wait. He never won a state.
Cook my dinner.
They didn't win state in high school.
Jackson State. He's winning at Jackson State. Well, I mean, he was winning. I didn't say
winning doesn't mean winning 7 games. You got to fucking win. Y'all got me saying that word. That's not winning. Winning's winning this. Winning this. That doesn't mean because you're to the playoffs or Jackson State.
What's what are we debating again?
I'll give you another successful coach.
I'm gonna tell you
that won at every level. Jimmy Johnson.
Hey, look, but I'm gonna tell you right now because we're talking coaches.
Nick Saban.
If I had my hand pick of which coach I wanted to run my team, I don't care where I'm
college.
at. Preferably NFL, but
okay, who you going with?
But regardless, I'm going with Andy Reid.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and it's hard. And
shit.
look, Shane, that's a great
pressure.
call. I think
Hey, the
Shane,
walrus.
you on to something, man.
The walrus is good, bro.
I'm going to say a
that's
coach
what
too.
I'm
I'm going
doing.
to say Sean Payton would be one of my first guys.
Yeah. There's another one.
I mean, I can see Sean Payton going to college, having that swagger, and building a program really quick.
I told Dave this a long time ago. I don't think this guy gets enough respect in the NFL. Sean McVay.
Sean McVay's
100%.
another one. I don't disagree.
100%.
I think those kind of guys can thrive at every level. I think they have that swagger. They have the smarts. They have that system. Guys respect them.
You know what the difference is from college to NFL? It's from the coaching standpoint, it's relationships.
Yeah.
Do you have the capability inside you as the coach? You're the guy. Do you have the ability to have a great relationship with your players to know how to get the absolute best out of them and to put them in pressure situations?
Oh man, you're right.
So Shane, just let's play the field. So you got Mike McDaniel's coaching style. You got Andy Reid's coaching style. Then you got let's say Belichick's coaching style, which is by the books. Don't talk to the media. Don't do anything. You got Mike McDaniel's. He's got his legs pulled up. He's got his little white beat on with his gold glasses. Then you got Andy Reid. So they got three different. Then you got Sean Payton, which you can kind of throw in a mix, which is all four different coaching styles. Is that right and wrong? I guess McDaniel's probably the wrong one. But you get what I'm saying?
Hey, who won the most? Who won the most?
The Reed and the Belichick. So
okay, so that's the fucking coaching style you're supposed to go with.
They got two different styles. Andy Reid is more of a player's coach, and to me, Belichick's more of is like a dictatorship.
But hey guys, I think it comes down to relatability, though. I don't think Belichick is very relatable. Look, you might be able to date a 20-year-old, but who says you can coach one? You know what I'm saying? and that's the difference.
I think she just wanted a vacation in North Carolina.
I heard
the
that's what I'm saying, dude. She must love
out there.
the coast out there or something, or Asheville or something, man. Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, y'all didn't see she had to leave and be home by 9 o'clock because it was past her bedtime.
Oh my God! Hey,
listen, I'm gonna tell you that first drive, man, it looked promising in that first drive. North Carolina did come out with. It did look good.
When she was born, Tyler Shuck was going into high school.
What?
No, I don't know.
Dude, I had to sit there and try to do quick math in my head. Wait, is this possible? Oh man,
it's possible.
I hear you. How old is she really, y'all? I don't even know.
I think she's like 22.
I know she trademarked the gold digger. Saying
yeah. Well, listen, fellas, talking about college. Let's dive into it. LSU gets a big win. I mean, you know you winning, dude, when you doing this on their home court, dancing. I mean, them boys was cutting up.
That's a field right there.
I mean, they cutting up, bro. They cutting up. That's for sure. I mean.
Hey, Richie, the first half of that game, if you looked on social media, the LSU fans were ready. They were getting the gasoline and rope for Brian Kelly. Then the second half, they were ready to carry him out into a parade.
So, Darren, I'm going to leave it up with you because we all know you are one of the biggest LSU fans there is. Do you think that was who LSU is, or do we still got a little ways to go? Did we lose him?
I see Darren in there.
Oh, hey, I couldn't hear. I couldn't hear talking too because I got my sisters a cackling fucking hen over here. That's all I hear. That's why I keep on muting the goddamn thing.
LSU.
Listen to me, LSU. I heard the question. So okay, we go into a shitty game this weekend where, I mean, what we're gonna be 50 maybe, something crazy like that. But look. I think week 3 or 4, Florida comes to town. When y'all come, Shane? 3 or 4 is coming.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks.
Right. So that's what I'm saying, man. But remember, you had the kid who was one of the people that was talking about as a Heisman. We had him on skates, had him rattled the whole time. The defense looks unbelievable. You have great DBs. Finally, DBU was back. Linebackers are solid. You had all defensive linemen. One of them, which me and Shane had this discussion, Florida, which I can't stand in conference transfers, but that's a whole nother show. I can't stand it. I don't care if it's their best player. He shouldn't get to come to LSU. LSU's players shouldn't be able to go to Alabama. We shouldn't have that shit in the SEC. You got to go play for the Pac-10 or whoever else. But I think LSU is going to be really good. Alabama always gives us trouble no matter what, man. So That's going to be a game. Florida looked really good. I mean, their quarterback play is unreal. So I think we're going to be maybe lose one, but remember, it's a 12-man bracket this year. So in a two, we still could sneak in.
What'd you think, Dave?
Hey, man, look, and you know me, I'm an outsider. I'm not an LSU fan, man. I think Nussmeier, he
Yeah,
had some moments,
mute him.
shakiness here and there. But, I mean, look, I think that kid's the real deal. I think he will be a first-round pick if he keeps evolving, a high first-round pick at that. But, look, man, LSU fans are funny to me, though. That's why I would laugh at friends and relatives. I mean, like I said, they're ready to destroy Brian Kelly and stab the guy in the neck. And then the next minute they're carrying him out on on a parade. But I don't know. I think they finally got over that opening week hump. So, like Darren was saying, I think the playoffs are a real possibility this year, and I think the defense has a lot to do with it.
Shane, Chuck just put, my buddy of mine put, a lot of people complain about the polls and all that in September. I kind of agree with him. I think the polls should set after week 2. What's your thoughts?
Well, I mean, it's just one of those things. I think it's more for the people, for the fans, and things like that. It's a media thing because you're not even really paying attention. You shouldn't be really paying attention to them until you're about 3 games left on the schedule. You bust your tail every game, week in and week out. You play it like this is a do or die game. That's college football the way it's supposed to be, and we'll see the actual rankings because we all know you could be ranked 10th or 11th, and whatever that board tells you that you're ranked, that's what you're going into the playoffs as if you're going in. So, I mean, I'm with them. I agree. It's a fan base thing, man.
Yeah, anything in competition, man, you're going to be ranked from darts to pool to golf to tennis to football to baseball. You're going to be ranked no matter what. I mean, you could be 1 at the beginning and then 32 at the end. And again, it just gives it's entertainment at the end of the day. It just gives people something to talk about. We're like back in the day, we were the Saints were 23rd ranked, and we would debate. We were top 10, So again, it gives us something to debate.
One thing I do wish that they would do is I do wish we would get through like 3 weeks at least until they put a ranking out.
But Shane, there's a group of people who's getting paid to do that. So again, you'd be taking jobs away from people.
No, 100%.
So
we'll take their job because they suck.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm saying, but that's why it keeps going. It gives people something to talk to at the beginning of the season. Oh, Clemson's number 1. How is not Alabama number 1 for the last 2 years? And I mean, again, it gives the talking head something to base something off of. You just can't throw it all up in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, guys, I want to say this. I think the best speech of the weekend has to be the Tulane head coach, man. That's all I got to say about that, though.
Hey, that was a great set, bro. That was a great spot. Between that and Brian Kelly talking about, I don't know if he saw the second half or not.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't see the second half. He gave that grade, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Just the one call that in the LSU game, if we want to talk just 1 minute, let's go into that ending of with the no timeout situation. Shane, what was your take on that? The field goal touchdown deal.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So here, look. Me as a coach, I'm taking a field goal. I'm taking the points because the simple fact is you just used your last timeout. Okay. So if you're forcing yourself to have to get out of bounds, it's either out of bounds or in the end zone. Because now you're taking a chance on the clock running out. Your kicking team getting out there fast enough, being able to snap the ball, have a good kick, get the points. Then, for me, you take the points. What was the score? It would have been what? I think it would have been
tied
up, or it would have been a one-score game. It would have been like 13-10 or something like that. Anyways, but regardless, the biggest key for me in that decision was, and why it was crazy to me, is Clemson got the ball first after half. Take the points because you don't leave it to chance. If Clemson goes down on that first drive after the half and scores a touchdown or even a field goal and goes up by double digits, well, now you're looking like an idiot. Yeah. And because of some stupid thing, you know what I'm saying? If you were going to run a play run the play, save the timeout. That way you can run the play, boom, call timeout.
Again, you was at the 12-yard line, right, with 14 seconds left. They said you used the timeout before, but then you catch it, you stay in bounds, you catch it at the 6-5 yard line, and then you got to run up and try to clock it to do what? Kick a field goal, right?
Still.
If you don't throw it, so at that point, the 4th and 1, if you don't throw it to the end zone, the 12 yards deep, you kick the field goal there, because at the end of the day, you got 14 seconds. You're gonna run up and clock it. You're gonna kick it to the field goal, or have one chance at the end zone, which you already had from 12 yards out.
Yeah,
I mean,
hey, Lance, you said 10-6 if we kick the field goal, right? And that's exactly it, Pancho. You know what I mean? 10-6, you come out. If they do go down the field, you still got a chance. Hold them to a field goal, then it's still a 1-score game. That's just the irony of it to me. It's like, man.
Let me throw one thing out there, right? So people keep saying the LSU would say Team A would have won if by this many points if that touchdown would have been called, right? Now, can you tell what happens if that touchdown is counted, right? Does that change the outlook of the rest of the game?
It changed the play calling for the rest of the game.
And that's what I'm saying. So you can't. People are like, oh, we would have won by 14 points or extra 7. That doesn't work out, because once a team scores and the points are on the board, that defending team is going to play totally different. Per se, get what I'm saying? Because it's a different game at that time.
It's a game of adjustments.
Absolutely.
And that's what I'm saying. So people don't say, "Oh, we would have won by extra 7 points," because that's not the case, man. Because the game,
it's a simple way of thinking. But like Shane said, it's an adjustment process. It takes on a new personality each drive.
Yeah, I agree. Again, I'm saying, and it's the momentum of the game goes totally different. If that's, what I'm saying, else you could have went blowout at that point in time, or Clemson could have turned around and played more aggressively. I guess, I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Let me ask you guys this, and I don't know, Richie, if you had watched the game or not. The biggest timeout blunder of the weekend, in my opinion, was the timeout that Deion Sanders, or the 2 timeouts that he ended the game with, and did not use, and they end up losing the game. And I mean, I'm just watching the game. Whenever they get the ball back, it's like 1:06 left on the clock, and I think they got 3 plays off. I'm like, what? How do you do
that? Well, he did have a conference after. Did you watch the conference? Which I'm not taking sides. He explained it from his perspective on a down and distance, on the way it worked itself out. He's like, there's no way, there's no, per se, a timeout in that position. So just listen to what he's saying. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but he did address it on why, and then he broke it down play by play by play, that last drive. And he's like, where do I call a timeout? And like the reporters couldn't really give him an answer.
Well, the thing is, you had to go the length of the field, and your first play is a bubble pass.
Yeah. I mean, Shane, clock management, it's everything, dude. I mean, if you can't manage a clock, you can't be a great coach, in my opinion.
Yeah, and look, and Deion, in my opinion, he is a phenomenal coach. You know what I'm saying? But I just think he had a lapse in that moment. You know what I mean? I think he didn't put his team in the best situation. You had the ball with 1:06 left. You had to drive down the field to score to win the game. And you had 2 timeouts. You lost the game, and you went to the locker room with those same 2 timeouts.
I agree, yeah. I mean, I see it. But again, the game does play different, I guess, in the heat of the moment. Is there certain situations where you're for say you can't necessarily call a timeout? It's just an awkward spot to call timeouts?
It depends. So, I mean, if you got guys running post and corners and 9 routes down the field and things like that, well, you need to call a timeout on a short pass, because now everybody's got to either get back all the way back, or they got to go all the way down the field. But on something that's a quick, a bubble pass or something like that, and you got slants, something within 10 to 15, you can get up on the ball quick. But the thing is, your players have to instinctively know this. This is something that the coaches should have been talking to the players on the sidelines and things like that. Yeah. Look, I've called timeouts with our defense on the field with 13 seconds left in the game, just solely to bring them over to tell them, hey, I don't give a damn what they do. Just keep them in front of you. That's all you got.
And Shane, when you say, I mean, like you guys, that like you said, it's a practice thing. It's a repetition, situational football. I mean, you guys probably set up for that all. There's some time allocated each week where you guys can kind of play out those situations. You know what I mean? Look, dude, I never coached football, coached a little baseball, and I'm like, you always say you play the scenario game. You got to put your players through that because, that helps with on-field IQ. So, that's got to be something that's, done in practice beforehand.
Yeah. No, 100%, 100%, and there's not a team out there. I don't care whether it's little league to high school to college or pros that doesn't run a 2-minute drill in practice.
Well, fellas, let's get to this. Let's get to the stuff a lot of people like, to the picks. We'll go through them real quick.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say me.
Hey guys, Richie, real quick.
Of course, we got the opening game tomorrow night. Dallas is at Philadelphia. The point spread. Dallas is getting is 7.5. Man, what's your thoughts?
Who's going first?
At this point in time, it's first game jitters, so it's going to be a lot of, possibly mistakes or whatnot. It could be an ugly game at this point, but it's a rivalry game. So Dallas, they lost Michael Parsons in this, so they lost a big piece in this wheel. So
why is defense so high in Pancho? It's a rivalry game.
Yeah, so I say the Eagles are obviously going to win. Is it going to win by more than 8 points? I'm not. Yeah, that's a hard thing.
So who you taking?
I'm gonna go with the Eagles, obviously. Yeah.
All right, Dave.
Hey man, listen, dude. I think the Micah Parsons void. Richie, you asked me about that a couple years ago when I said I think he's one of the top 3 defensive players in football a couple years back. I think that impact is going to be huge. I understand it's a rivalry game. I know it's all eyes are on this game. I don't think it's going to be close, man. I think the Philadelphia Eagles just outclassed the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas does not have a clear set running back. They lost their best defensive player. They have nobody to replace that guy. I think the Eagles win this game by 3 possessions.
Shane, go ahead, buddy.
Well, for me, I see it as a division game. It's just like, Saints playing Carolina, and we should beat the crap out of them or in any of the other division teams. I think it's going to be a close one because if you look in the past few seasons, the Eagles aren't always the quickest ones out the block. You know what I mean? So at the betting sense, I'm taking the 7.5 points, but straight up, I got Eagles winning 38-34.
Ooh, high
I got the. I hate to say it, I got the Cowboys winning an upset.
Can y'all? Hey, Richie, you got to give me a little insight, man. What happens in that upset?
I think, believe it or not, I think it's like Pancho. I kind of agree with Pancho. You never know how these opening games go. Sometimes the team's too hyped. They doing the banner and everything that night. We all know that don't go over well too many times. People feel disrespected and stuff. And I can see the Cowboys pulling out a close one, man. I really can.
I got you.
You look at last year. I think. I could be mistaken. Didn't the Eagles start last year like 2-2?
Yeah.
They ran off like 7 straight.
Next up, we got KC at the Chargers.
Man, listen, I'm gonna say, do not let Dallas win that first game. Jerry Jones is gonna have 10 strippers on the sideline, man. It's gonna be something serious. Good luck. Let Dallas win that game without Michael Parsons. It's gonna be.
So you're saying
KC,
go for the game.
KC is minus 3.5 on the road.
All right,
let's go on. Pancho.
Go ahead, Dave. You go.
Well, listen, man, I think there's a couple things to be excited about in this game. I think this is going to be 2 definite playoff teams. I think this is the close game. I think this is the more entertaining game out of the pre-Sunday games. I'm a big Isaiah Pacheco fan. I love to see him healthy. I don't think he was himself coming back last year from that knee injury. Obviously, Kansas City's got the Rashee Rice suspension, but I think Mahomes is just about to have an FU year to the league, despite who's on the field with him. I think the Chargers are a hell of a team, though. The Chargers are a hell of a team. I love Ladd McConkey. I was on that kid before anybody knew who the hell Ladd McConkey was in the world. I love the kid, but I think it's a great game. I'm going to go Kansas City by a field goal, though.
Go ahead, Shane.
Look, it's going to be a close game. It's a division game again. I think one of the keys to it is stopping Amari and Hampton. If Kansas City can do that and bring the pressure with Chris Jones right there in the middle, I think they handle business. But I also want to say this: I think Travis Kelce has a good first few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You got Rashee Rice out, like you said, and I think Travis Kelce really steps up in this game. And I got Kansas City winning by a touchdown, 27-20.
Go ahead, Pancho.
Listen, I got Kansas City going 17-0. Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl halftime show. and they get married. They're gonna get engaged or married on the stage right then and there. Boom.
And you predicting the wardrobe malfunction as well, or what? Man?
Man, if it, let it rip. If Travis wants to pull it off, I mean, let it show. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, it's coming to play. You know, it's a funny deal with this. Jay-Z runs the fucking the halftime show, right?
See what Chuck said, huh, Pancho?
What's that?
About your baby.
I can't see.
He said that's a good-looking youngin right there.
Thank you, Chuck. But again, so Jay-Z runs the halftime show, and remember he ran up on stage at the awards and in front of Taylor back in the day.
Wait,
and
Kanye, right?
Yeah, no, it was a Kanye,
Oh my Jesus Christ!
and was screaming about the Beyonce thing, right? When she should have won.
That was Kanye, yeah.
Kanye, but still with the Beyonce, he was with Rockefeller back in the day. But I hope Taylor, you know, KC's got to go to Super Bowl now, man. Taylor in the Super Bowl is the talk now, man.
Unfortunately, I think, man, oh my God, I think the Chargers are gonna win this one.
Richie, that's the Richie Jinx right there.
Well, let me ask you this. It is a funny. I got a bit of a trick question here. Where is that game at for the home field advantage?
In LA.
So basically, it's a home game for Kansas City too.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
listen,
you got
man, I'm sorry. 2 LA teams didn't need to happen.
All right, next up, we got my boy Shane's Raiders at New England. The Raiders are getting 2.5. Lead it off with you, Shane.
Raiders getting 2.5. I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. I really do. I think, you know, the coaching change up there in New England is going to be great for them. I really think they're going to come out and do things very well. It's going to take some time to get these guys to gel. But I'm gonna take my Raiders, man, and
go ahead, Dave.
Hope they lose.
All right. Hey, look, look, Shane, look, man. In my dynasty league, I drafted a kid, Jack Besh, man, Lafayette, Louisiana. We all know his story. I hope that kid comes up balling, man. But look, dude, I think Brock Bowers is like just awesome. I think he's already the best tight end in the NFL. I want to see Genty, man. I think it's gonna be must-see football with him. I want to see Drake May on the other side. I think this is actually an intriguing game, man. 2 years ago, I'd have said that game was a snooze fest. I apologize to Raiders fans, Shane, but this is actually, to me, a really fun game to watch. I think it could go either way, man. Look, I'm going to give Shane the benefit of the doubt here and say the Raiders win by a field goal, but this is going to be a fun game to watch. They're two teams that could be dangerous.
Is Geno a tight end guy? Did Geno ever was blessed with a good tight end?
I don't think he's ever had a good tight end, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't.
In Seattle, but no.
Is he a receiver guy or a tight end guy? Do you put Brock out as a tight end to accommodate that the way Geno's always thrown? I guess.
I think the Raiders look at Brock like he is a receiver, no matter where he lines up.
Yeah,
great.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders, but I think if they can use, you know, more like a Jimmy Graham deal type deal, you know what I'm saying?
What you got, Pancho?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders, man.
I'm gonna do it because Shane, I'm a jinx. I'm gonna go with New England.
Hey, we winning now, baby. We winning.
Hey, Shane, what's up with Jacoby Myers? What's the latest, real quick, on that?
I nothing yet. I mean, it's up in the air. I'm not paying him that much money like he wants. Me personally, I'd rather trade him, get something in. Yeah. I think that Thornton can fill that role and spread the defense out. So
yeah, why not?
All right, y'all. Let's jump into these real quick. We don't see this much. We got the Giants going at the Commanders. I think that's going to be a pretty good game.
I agree, Richie.
I think so too.
What you got, Shane? Just real quick.
I got Commanders winning.
Dave?
Oh, man. I'm going to call week 1 upset Giants, man. I think they're much improved this year.
Pancho?
I'm going to go Commanders. Yeah, I don't think Russell's going to make it happen.
You know it was an amazing stat I just recently found out? The Commanders didn't beat a team last year with a winning record all season.
Hey, Richie, that's a great point, and I don't love their defense, man. I'm just not a big fan. And we got to see that running game play out, man. They're not going to give Bill the call from week 1.
Go ahead, Shane.
They're going to
no, I was saying they won 2, I believe, last year. They were 2-7 against teams who were winning records.
Okay.
And a much tougher schedule now, man.
I'm going to go with Commanders, but I could see how this set, like Dave said. Next up, we got Cincinnati at Cleveland.
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to take the Bengals.
But Shane, keep in mind, Joe Burrow has not won an opening game.
Hey, look, all jokes aside, Flacco, I finally learned a lesson. You don't bet against Flacco,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't be surprised they pull it off. But I think Burrow, carries over what he had last.
I think Burrow and them need to get off to a great start. They notice they can't have one of these another season of coming out.
It ain't Burrow getting off, bro. It's that fucking defense getting
That
off. What are you
defense is
talking
terrible,
about,
man.
bro? It ain't got nothing to do with Burrow. Burrow is the man.
You can help your defense if you have 30% of your cap.
When you're putting up 28, 27, 28 points a game and you're giving up 30 points a game, you can't win, dog.
Well, here's the thing. Unless Joe Flacco has one of his 50-point fantasy games, I think Cincinnati's okay.
Dave, I think me, Dave, and Shane agree. You're going to give that many points up if you 30% of your cap's on your receivers.
I agree.
Yeah, and look, we could go into that T. Higgins thing for a while, but I'm going to say Cincinnati pulls this one out, man. I think Cincinnati.
All right, now next up we got a good one. Next up we got San Francisco at Seattle.
San Francisco for me. I think they rebound this year.
Listen, the whole T. Higgins thing was a Joe Burrow fucking deal. Joe Burrow had made that happen.
Yeah. All right, I think we all got San Francisco agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Seattle's going to have a rough year.
We got a real good one. We got Detroit at Green Bay.
Whew, good game. Hey, I'm going to say this before we lead off. That is my NFC conference title game right there. Leaving it at that.
I can see it. And look, I'm going to tell you, I've got Green Bay winning this one.
It's going to be a good game, man. Without Ben Johnson, there may be a little time to adjust on that offense.
And then you got, as well as you got Hutch's first game back, you know what I mean? So, I got Green Bay winning.
And I do like Detroit this year. I like them.
I went out on a limb last year. If y'all remember, I actually picked Green Bay to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with that this year.
Hey, you seen JJ McCarthy doing something this year, Shane?
JJ McCarthy?
Yeah. What's his ceiling? Where's his floor and ceiling?
Well, no, we need to get to that game first, Pancho.
All right, good. That's all.
I got Green Bay as well.
So I got Green Bay. Who you got, Pancho?
Green Bay.
Dave?
Green Bay, but I do like Detroit a lot this year. I think they're going to have a great season, Detroit.
You do?
Yeah. I think Detroit and Green Bay, the final two standing in the NFC. That's my prediction in the NFC right now.
All right, well, let's talk about the Monday night game then, Pancho. Minnesota at Chicago.
That's probably going to be the interesting game of the week, I would say. Just you got Caleb, going against JJ. And you got a lot of Ben Johnson hype there. You got a lot of JJ hype there. So you would like to see Caleb turn the corner right here with the Ben Johnson, and kind of just build his confidence up. So I like Caleb. I drafted Caleb in fantasy.
Who you got, Shane?
Well, to answer Pancho's question, JJ has all the weapons that he could possibly want there. Yeah. So he should have a good season. I think his ceiling is about 11 games winning. And I have Minnesota winning this game, not because of either one of their offenses, though, but because of Minnesota's defense.
Who you got, Dave?
I'm going to say this, man. I think the NFC, that division, man, in NFC this year, the North, is arguably the best division in football, right there with the AFC West.
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard. There's going to be a good team or two left out the playoffs out of that division. But I don't know, man. That's a hard game, dude. I can almost flip a coin. I'm going to go out and say McCarthy's first game, I think Chicago, much improved defense. I'm going to give Chicago the edge in this one.
All right. I'm taking Chicago, and I want to be on record as saying Caleb Williams will be the first ever 4,000-yard passer in Chicago history.
Hey, Richie, that's a heck of a prediction, man. It's not an easy place to throw for 4,000.
Next up, we got Houston at the Rams.
I know somebody who threw for 5.
Hey, that Chicago weather.
Jameis Winston, man, threw for 5.
Right, we got Houston at Rams.
Houston at the Rams?
Yep.
I'm going to say this, and my buddy Chris Knowles from the End Zone Expert is going to hate this. Houston misses the playoffs this year.
Joe Mixon hurts there, right?
I think there's something. I like their defense. I don't love their offensive line. Stroud has to really bounce back without Slowick, who they're blaming everything on him.
I'm taking the Rams.
I think the Rams are dangerous. The Rams are.
This is year 3 with CJ, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And new offensive coordinator, terrible offensive line.
Next year, if they don't do it this year, next year is going to get really rough financially.
Yeah, they have to pay him and Willie Anderson.
Who you got, Pancho?
Fun.
Yeah, definitely not the Texans. Yeah, I'm not going to go with the Texans.
Man. All right. We got Tennessee at Denver.
Who's that?
Tennessee at Denver.
Denver. I think Sean, that defense, that's a tough ask for Cam Ward. I think he's going to.
Oh, man, that's a tough one, Cam Ward, to open up on the road against that defense.
I think he'll show some nice flashes, but that defense is too damn good. I think Bo Nix and that offense is going to be locked in. I want to see Evan Ingram with him. I like the Broncos.
I'm taking Denver. What about you, Shane?
Denver by 17.
There you go.
Oh, my God. Pancho.
I can see that.
Denver.
Next up, we got Carolina at Jacksonville.
Whew. I'm going to say this, man. That's my team that's going to win that division. I think Jacksonville pulls out the AFC South. I think they're a much improved team. I think Carolina's improved, but I think Jacksonville, too much firepower on offense. I think they win this game.
What you got, Shane?
Yeah, I got Jacksonville as well. Same reason.
Yeah, Jacksonville. I mean, you hoping this is the 1 year they turn the corner, but and Lawrence gets it together, man.
Next up, we got Pittsburgh at the Jets. Aaron Rodgers goes back.
Woo! I don't know, man.
We just knew this was going to be week 1.
Does Aaron get hurt this week? I don't know.
I'm going to
say, I think I got to go Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh as well. The defense for Pittsburgh is tough, man.
Yeah.
Who you got, Pancho?
Hit that Pittsburgh.
All right, next up, we got Miami at Indianapolis.
Whew. That's a – man, I tell you, dude, I know which way I want to go in that game. But, man, I don't know, man. I think Daniel Jones surprised us. You know, I mean, Jonathan Taylor's over there, dude. I don't know. Dolphins have some internal bickering and stuff going on. I'd maybe go Indianapolis, man.
Yeah, I think the losses on the Dolphins side, defense wise, is what's gonna make a difference in this game. I'm gonna take Indy.
Pancho,
I'm gonna go Miami.
Listen, I agree with Pancho. I agree with Dave. I think there's a lot going on in Miami, and I also have another prediction. I think Tyreek Hill winds up with KC before the end of the season.
Or definitely somewhere, right, Richie?
Well, Cave in the house, you see it. Cave Bruno.
And this is my game of the week. It's going to be an excellent game.
Who that?
We got Baltimore at Buffalo.
Oh, man. Is that Sunday night?
That is Sunday night.
Oh, man. That is a potential AFC Championship game preview, my friends. And you know I'm a Josh Allen lover, man. That's my adopted second team. I think it's the best game of the weekend, Richie, and I think Buffalo wins.
I think I got to mow the lawn at that time, man.
Give me the Ravens.
Pancho.
I mean, if you got the Bills going to the Super Bowl, this has got to be their year, right? So let's go with the Bills, man.
I don't think. Listen, y'all gonna think
I'm a Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry probably gets 2 touchdowns in this game.
I don't think this is gonna be close at all. I think Baltimore wins this very easily.
I'm gonna say this. I'm a little disappointed with the Bills not doing enough on the defensive side of the ball outside of Bosa in the offseason. I thought they could have did more. And if Sean McDermott doesn't get them in the Super Bowl this year, I think they move on.
All right. What we all been waiting for, Pancho, you can lead us off. We got the Arizona Cardinals coming to the Superdome.
Listen, if we do win a game this year, it's going to be this game. We're not going to – I mean, every other game – I mean, we're not probably favored in any game this year, which is probably – could probably be an NFL record for the Saints, man. It was just crazy. But, I mean, let's go with the Saints at this point. It's hopefully, you know, Rattler can strike gold with the ones and establish something there. Man, look, just bring your popcorn. Don't bring the bags, all right?
All right, Dave, you got it.
Man, oh, goodness. I think it's going to be a sloppy game. I think there's some turnovers by the Saints offense. I'm not the biggest Kyler Murray fan. I think he's got talent, but I could see a turnover on our end, too, that makes this thing interesting. I agree with Pancho. If there's a game that on a schedule it looks sexy for a W, this is it. I got a feeling, man, I predicted us to lose this game for like days in my head, but I'm going to say we win this by a field goal. Blake Groupie hits a 50-yarder for the win, and fans go ape shit. But there's bad shit coming
behind. Let's get an unbiased opinion.
Yeah, 27-17 Cardinals.
Hey,
listen,
look,
if we do win by any
not all
stretch,
rainbows and unicorns. I have the Cardinals defense in our fantasy league for a reason, man. I was looking at this game.
Look, if we do win this game by any stretch, that's the only and only week we can have a Super Bowl champ, because every other week it's going to be a fucking no go from there. So if you're going to use that,
it's going to be this little
we're going to
high.
Super Bowl week 1. We win week 1. We're going to Super Bowl. After that, we ain't winning another game. So that's that. Your hopes are diminished after that.
But what Shane said is certainly possible, very possible, maybe worse.
True, very true. Well, fellas, we got the picks. I'm not giving my pick at all year long because I don't want to jinx them or whatever. I don't care.
Oh man, come on!
No, that's crap. You said New England's gonna win. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, can we get one stat prediction for the Saints game? Does anybody have an odd stat that they think happens in this game? Or something?
Juwan Johnson goes 4 targets and no catches.
Who's that?
Juwan Johnson.
Shit, I'd probably go with that.
I would go Chris Olave, $125, 8 touchdowns, 8 catches.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna say Alvin Kamara under 50 yards.
Woo!
And if that's the case, Shane, we are definitely losing this game.
Is that total yards or rushing yards?
That's total yards.
I'm gonna say this. I don't know what our offense does, but I think our defense doesn't play that bad of a. I think the defense plays a good game. I think they get Kyler Murray. I'm gonna say there's 4 sacks in this game by the defense.
All
Who's
right,
getting
fellas,
them?
it's been great. It's been great.
Chase Young, maybe if he's healthy. Carl Granderson. I like the 3-4 scheme with our guys. I really do. I'm not saying it's going to be a stud defense, but I think it'll be the best one we've had in the last few years.
All right, my dudes. Thank y'all again. Listen, we are here every Wednesday between 6 and 7. We'll let y'all know. But thank y'all for joining us, guys. Listen, everyone have a great weekend. Thank y'all for joining us, fellas.
Do that.
All right, guys.
Five-star and T-Bone up in here. Let's get this party started.
Oh, we the big easy mafia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we the big easy mafia. Oh, we the big easy mafia.
Yeah.
Oh, we the big easy mafia. Stand up, get crunk, make noise. About to go down for a black and gold. We ready, jam tight.